and I just come live to talk something about today's World Happiness Day, and to tell you which country actually on top of that uh, in the list. That is the first in the list is Finland. It's been maybe several years. The Finland is on top of the list, and there is some reason. Obviously, they're on top, and then other country are Denmark and especially the Nordic country like Netherlands, Denmark. These countries are on top of the list, and maybe within the 10 positions, there are Austria, some other country in the list. But if you say about America, it's they are in 23 or something. They were before in 2023. In that list, they were in between 20, but they just slipped away. Like the United Kingdom also, and which country on last on the list is Afghanistan. You know why? There was a kind of a war. I don't think in 2025 there will be change in Afghanistan because they are working hard and the country is better than before. We can imagine like a little bit though, and some other African country before Afghanistan and Congo and also some other Middle East country like Jordan, not Jordan, Lebanon, and but how could Israel in top five? I don't know, but I saw that top five or in top 10. Like I don't know how can they get in that position. Yeah, because maybe they are kind of But now, if the next year it will be changed because in the war, and the war is going on, but not in Israel, mostly in Gaza and Palestinian. The war is in that country, but I know they are very close, but they can't actually strike the Israel doing. Like the Gaza, the president was Muhammad Abbas, and was now he just resigned from the post, and one of his friend, I think, friend means just a partner or some or holding a good, quite big position in the government. He now is the prime minister or president, I think, yeah. So I don't find any chance. They don't have war plan. They don't have things because it's kind of a strategy of America. The president has a good relations with America, and that could be a reason. Yeah, and my country, Bangladesh, is almost it slipped also. Like got some demerits points, and it's about maybe 143. It was 128, and now it's maybe 143 or something. 8 positions slip back, I think. So it's not a good thing like for our country because I had the year of our country is not very good. Every day they're just providing the air quality, and in my country always on top of the list, like most of the time, or sometime in second position, third position in the worst year, especially in my country. So the people are also not very satisfied in my country. I don't know, like. And what is other news? The Russian president got almost 80% votes in elections, maybe 75% vote casted around the country. Even in Ukraine, also the four region there are they claim to be their own now. They claimed and there was a referendum and they took take over that region or four of them I think. There was also the election and the president. It was kind of pre-knowing, like people knows before the election that he's going to be the president again, and now it's 6 year term. It's kind of long time, like 6 years. I don't know if any country have this 6 year without autocratic or something, president or prime minister. So he will be in power, and his dream or his main target now after winning the election, he give the speech. In his speech he said that his main target will be the war in focusing on war in Ukraine, like how to win, and also negotiating or some other thing, actually focus on the war. So another thing is building up the military, the maneuver arsenal, stockpile of military, maneuvers and missiles and atomic weapons. And they said that they will test the nuclear weapon if America does the same. So there is always uncertainty. And few days ago, there was kind of news that Russia can send uh, a nuclear satellite or something, nuclear weapons they can put in space. That was also worry, and that was they were saying though, but I don't know whether they're going to do that or not. And another big news is that the Saudi Arabia will invest almost $47 billion in artificial intelligence. Like, what is that? That's a big amount of money, a very big amount of money they will expand or invest in artificial intelligence. Yeah, they are, very well rich country and have a lot of money, I think they have the cash flow something almost $999 billion. That's a lot. So they are also like some the king Abdullah bin Salman. I think he's just doing some change and he's changing some kind of things like the football. You see they took Ronaldo and Neymar, and I didn't know that the Saudi football was kind of like that. I didn't even see the game, but nowadays because of them, the people watch the football game in Saudi Arabia, and they're kind of a position now. So that's thing happening, yeah. And I think it's kind of to artificial intelligence. I don't know, like that's a very now becoming a very top content, for Google, Microsoft, and Facebook, and also Elon Musk's Twitter or SpaceX, or they're also working on it. And the chat GPT is ahead, I think. So another news I got, Elon Musk, the chairman of SpaceX and X and things like that. What when I said Elon Musk, everyone knows him because he's quite popular, like more than kind of a president of countries. He's very popular. And what he did is, but he actually give interview with Bob Dylan or something his name, a former CNN uh, journalist. Now, I don't know, some days ago I heard that the interview has cancelled, and now it happened anyway, and he said that he took ketamine. Ketamine is for treating the depression. It's kind of people saying that he was taking drug or something, like it was a long contest, like disputes. He disputes this claim, and that was not true, or taking a little marijuana maybe some time. Otherwise, nothing like that. For the recreation, he didn't use the drug. He said, and he took ketamine because of depression. Like he was also depressed. People, I think, were kind of knows a lot. They are depressed a lot also. Like a few days ago in my country, one person that killed himself, maybe from the depression. Like that was sad. A kind of what it called. He was artist, singer, and what that was sad. The depressions, the people. We, especially in my country, we are not giving importance to that kind of disease. Depression, we don't think is a disease, but it is. Like in the village, and people don't know about depression a lot, or things like that. But it is now, common, and people are dying. And nowadays in our university, there are some sexual harassment, and one girl, one student from a university also killed herself because someone was just harassing her sexually, several times. And the proctor of that university was also responsible for that. He didn't do anything when she complained, so she killed herself. That's kind of things that's happening, yeah. And okay, I think that's the end for today. I'll come again later on anytime. Have a good time. Goodbye.